Alright, welcome back to my Halloween marathon. We are now on day 29. Almost done here on this 31-day run. Now, yesterday, I went with a silly, colorful game that is a blast to play, regardless of graphics and 60-bit limitation. But today, I'm going to go to the other end of the spectrum. Condemned: Criminal Origins. Now, this game was originally released for the Xbox 360 in 2005 as an exclusive. It was developed by Monolith Studios and published by Sega. In it, you are an FBI agent by the name of Ethan Thomas who gets framed for the murder of two colleagues during an investigation into a murder by a killer only known as the Matchmaker.
Oh, just like the Matchmaker. Whole damn city's crawling with sick killers. God, why do they always have to kill in such maggot-infested dumps? Why can't they pick a nice spot without addicts and gang members for once? Someplace not so damn dark.
Now, the rest of the game follows you as you chase the killer and avoid the police and the FBI, who are obviously after you and want to bring you to justice for thinking that you killed those two colleagues.
Hello, Ethan.
Who are you? What is going on?
Calm yourself. My name is Malcolm Van Horn. I was a great friend of your father's.
Yes, I remember you a long time ago, but why are you here now?
Last night, well, I was nearby. An unfortunate scene. You did your best, but it could not be helped.
The detectives?
They're dead. Shot with your weapon.
Now, from the get-go, the game sets a mood of horror that is just perfect. The intro is very reminiscent of the movie Seven. It just straight off tells you what type of game that you're going to be playing. Now, the game takes part in places with little light to spare. Now, right at the beginning, you are introduced to the flashlight. Get used to it, because you're going to be using it a lot. Pretty much like 99% of the time. The shadow and the lighting work in the game gives it like a true sense of fear and an eerie ambience. I just loved it. I mean, obviously, it's not perfect. It's a game from 2005, but for the time and the limitations, I think it looks great. Now, towards the beginning of the game kind of feels like a first-person shooter. It looks like that's the type of way it's going to go. Now, this right here is where the game deviates from that category. So you're soon going to find out that you will be going into hand-to-hand combat a lot. You're going to be using pipes, conduits, crowbars, a lot of stuff that you find lying about in the environments. Now, the cool thing is that each time you approach a weapon that you may be able to use, you're going to see how it compares to whatever weapon that you are currently holding in hand. So, let's say you have a pipe in the hand and you see a crowbar, and you approach the crowbar, you're going to see a little screen pop up on the side that's going to show you the differential between that weapon and the weapon that you have. So it might have better reach and better strength, but it might be slower, and so forth. Kind of reminds me of the times that I played Castle Crashers. Now, the combat system is not that easy, at least not for me. Now, pressing the block button gives you a short, quick reflex that must be timed in order to properly go toe-to-toe with the enemies. Now, I died many times as I try to master this technique. It's not easy. It's all about finding the right rhythm. You will come upon a gun or a shotgun at different points of time in the game, but they are so sparse and ammo is pretty much non-existent, so melee weapons will be the go-to option 90% of the time. Now, the thing I don't like about this system is that you can't hold more than one weapon. There is no inventory menu screen or a way to flip through weapons. You got one weapon and that's it. The problem is that finding a gun is great, but the problem is you gotta drop the weapon that you have currently in hand, since you can only hold one weapon at a time. You also got a taser that you can use on enemies, which temporarily disables them, allowing you to get like that killer blow or take away his weapon. That's very helpful with those that wield guns. Another cool thing for me on this game is that the enemy AI is pretty slick. I mean, they're going to take cover and they will ambush you around corners whenever possible. They are not easy, at least not for me. The ambience and the setting are very dark. Playing this game with headphones is the way to go. I'm having a great time. I'm playing this game for the first time as I capture footage for this video, and I can safely say that headphones and playing it in the dark is the way to go. The music is like foreboding, very subtle, it's not too loud, yet it has like a soft, constant thump, and low bass that hovers just below the environment sound. And it's the headphones that are going to help you in the long run, because it's those sounds that you will be hearing as you try to figure out where the enemies might attack you from. You're going to be using a lot of sound from the ambience to pinpoint where the enemies or danger is coming from. Keeps you on your toes in a fun way. The dark environments are also responsible for kind of disorienting you. There is no map screen here, no pop-up map to show you where you've been. You've got to keep an eye on details in the environments to help you recall locations that you've already passed by. Luckily, the levels here are not too big. And on top of all that, you still got a killer to find. You got forensic type tools that you're going to be using to look for clues and signs that are going to help you look for the killer and other objectives that you need to complete throughout the game. There is no menu screen for the forensic tools either. The game will automatically let you know when you are in an area that requires a forensic tool, and all you need to do is just press the X button. Now this game here has an amazing ambience. It's a mixture of Silent Hill with a first-person shooter genre mixed in with a little bit of a beat-em-up gameplay engine. It's very cool. I heard about this game many times throughout the years, but for some reason I just never got around to playing it. Now I have Game Pass and it's available there for download, so I thought, hey, now would be the perfect time to play it. Why not? Another game to put on my I need to finish list. So there you have it. That right there. Condemned Criminal Origins for the Xbox 360. Play it with headphones and in the dark for maximum immersion. I'm telling you, it's great. Stay tuned for video 30 as I look back at another great game from the early days of the 16-bit wars. Stay tuned.